Everyone, welcome to my channel Shady World. This session is in the continuation of the data types in Python, and today we are going to explore on the string based data types. So let's get started. So what exactly the strings are? Strings means any text data. So any text data which is there within the single quotes or the double quotes are called as the strings data type. So let's say if I have a variable and call it as var1, and I will assign any string based data, let's say fruits, and now call this var1. The fruits has been assigned to that and which is there within the quotes. Now let's check the type of this var1, and now run the cell. You will get the string. How it is string? Because anything which is been within this quotes will be defined as a string format, that is in the string data type. Now this string data type is works as way different than the numerical variable. In my all the previous uh, sessions and in those videos, I have already explained that how it differs. Let's say anything you perform in a, let's say, summation of two numbers, it will give you the value itself. But if you try to add with this plus operator with this string things, it will give you a concatenation. So everything performs differently. So string and the numerical type of data, if you work on both this data, then their functions definitely going to differ, and their way of working is also different. So it is really important to know like what the string functions are and what you can work on it. So strings are not like a numerical or any calculation you can perform. Here you need to work on something on a logical level, and there are a lot of inbuilt functions there in the Python that you can call and find those. You can check a lot of things. So let's see one by one few of those which are really helpful when you perform any of your analysis over on the data or anything you do with this Python. So let's start with some of this. Let's say I want to find the length of the string. So for that there is a function here in Python that say length. Call this function, and within this parenthesis just mention the variable name. So here I am passing the same variable 1, and now run this cell. You will get 6 as in the number. What does it say is that the length of this string would be 6. So just calculate fruits. If I calculate fruits something like let's say anything in this is going to be 1. This fruit, if I calculate, then this F will stands for 1, R2, U3, I4, T5, and S as 6. So in total if I calculate, then that would be a 6 in the length. Let's say if I increase the uh, size of this, or let's say the data that I have entered, let's say I'll add here some few space here. Within this quotes, I will add some few space. Now I've added 3 of the space. So let's say what happens, is there any difference in the length? So if I again run this variable 1, you will see the quotes, and now the fruits, the distance between this, the last quote has increased because I have entered the space here. Now run this length function again. Now it's giving you 9. How it is 9? Till fruits from F to S, it is the length of that data is 6. But after that I've entered 3 times the space. Between S and this quotes, there is 3 times I placed a space. So that is also calculated. So the point is the length of the string has been calculated that within the quotes. So anything you enter, whether you add a space or you just keep it as an empty but there is a space in between, definitely is going to consider as a length 1. That is the length of the string you can calculate. Now here this string is can also work as the way of an array, string as an array here in Python. How it works? So let's say if I want to get this u as in like fruits. For the fruits, let's say see simply if I write here fruits, if I write this fruits here, and let's say I name it, so in array this starts with 0, this as in 1, this at the place of 2, this as in 3, and this t at the place of 4, and this s in this in the place of 5. So that how is understood in the form of array. So here as well, when you want to get the string, let's say I want to have this u, so u is in the number 2. So how you call here as in the form of array? So simply write the variable name where, and in that just write what place of record you want. I want the space of this u space. So you can have it here and simply write 2 and now run this cell. You will get this u. So that's how you can have your string as an array, and the specific record from that array you can also get it. So there is no hard and fast rule in this, but the point is the string can be considered in the form of array, and you can fetch individual data here. You can also do the slicing out. Slicing as in, if I say slicing as in, let's say I want something between u to t, just u to t. So the number starts from 2 and it ends till 4. So how I can call this? Here you can do the slicing by just calling this a variable, and the as it is in the form of array, we want something, so start that from where you want. So you want something around 2, so the place of 2, and then till what, till I would say, let's say till 5. Okay, why I'm calling this 5, you will see that as I want something between u I t, and now run this cell, you will get UID. The point is the last one will be an excluded form. So anything last you number you mentioned should be n minus 1. So here 5, so it will consider 2, 3 and 4 till that numbers. But what about this colon? This colon says that anything between this to this number has to be fetched. It is not like that second number data and this fifth number data, not like that. It will consider as in 2 as included point till 5 as in excluded, so that will be excluded. Let's say if you want somewhere this s as well, so then what I will write, I can also write in such a way, let's say where 1, and now I will simply write 2 colon, nothing. I'm not gonna mention anything out here, and now run this cell. You will get UITS till the end. Please don't forget, here you have added already a space, so it is also calculating here the space and till the end of that. So anything you want till the end of your quotes, then you can name it over here. Let's say if you want something which is UITS, just a utes, then in that case you have to write here where 1, 2, colon, and number 6 you need to mention, because this space are also having the numbers, because as it is there within the codes. Now again run this cell, you will get UITS. So this is how you can do the slicing. But let's say I want to do something which is just the just from the place of this R to I, then again you can call this sorry, from the first till the S only. Then what you will do, you can do from where 1, and here simply just write colon, and till what level you want something, till 6, because 6 is what, after this there would be a space, because that space is also having a number. So let me write here, there is a space number 6, there is a space number 7, and there is a space number 8. That's how it is having the total length of that variable of this string is 9, from 0 to 9. So that's how the length is calculated. So that is included 8 plus 0th position also. So if I want something with this from fruits, just a fruits I don't want anything with the space, then just run this cell. So you'll get the fruits without any space or something, because sixth position will be excluded to till whatever you can have in this way. So that is from the start until the end, not till the end, it's between that, because here the end is still the space will be considered. You can also do the negative indexing as well. Negative indexing as in, or negative slicing, I would say. Negative slicing will be considered here as in, I will, let me write here. This will consider as -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, -6, -7, -8, and this would be last one would be the -9. Okay. So now let's say if I want to do slicing, then negative slicing, then where one, and I want something just TIS, this tits, uh, TS. Okay. So what I'll write, I will write here as in where one, and here as in -5 to -3 to get this TS. Now run this cell. See, you'll get the TS. So that's how you can do the negative slicing as well. So this is specific to when you work on the strings, you can perform all this case. Now let's understand how you can do the, let's say I want to check there is any specific string is there or not. So something you want to check on the string, you can use this. So there is one operator called in operator that you can use for to check this string. So let's see one example for checking the string. Let's say in text, uh, welcome to Ormisha Edu world. Let's say I'm writing here in this way. This is the whole string that I have passed to this text named variable. And now I want to see whether there is a Urmisha or not. Let's say. So what how I will do is Urmisha in. There is an in operator you should use and check it with this text named as a variable. And now I want to print this thing, whether this not yes or no. Let's say. It is there in a string, so we'll pass here this the double quotes at least, so you know whether this Urmisha is there or not. Now run the cell. Yeah, it is true. So this will generate you in a boolean format whether there is something or not. Let's say I am writing here analytics good job, and now let's see if any text is there in this variable or not. Now run this cell. You'll get it false because that particular text is not there. So that's how you can use this in operator for checking the strings here. Now let's say we want to see the concatenation of string. So how you can do here? Let's say there is a string 1 where I named it as something apples, and string 2 as in oranges. Now I want to concatenate, then I'll simply write string 1 plus string 2. So here this is in string format, so they will not gonna add, they're simply gonna join as in concatenation. So that's how. But I want a space here in between. So how I will write? I will write the same string, but a slight tweak is string, and here I will add one quotes, single quotes or double quotes, anything will work, but I will definitely give it a one space here, and then give add and this as a string too, though it is an empty quotes, but within, as you have just give it a space here, but still it is considered to be as a string. So that's why without any error this will going to run here. So understand, this is in a string format only. That's why. Now run this cell, it will give you apples space oranges. So that's how this new string has been done, which is on the basis of the concatenation. Then there are a lot of other functions which are useful for modification of the strings. So let's continue that in our next session for the same string data types, where what are the other functions that you can work on, which is really, really important for any data analysis performance, or to learn for whole concept of Python regarding the string. So see you on the next video.